It's LaShow with LaMuff, LaShow with LaMuff.
Let's start off with today's featured wig. This purple, glorious, wonderful thing. Look, it's got like the predecessor to the rat tail right back here. I wore this in honor of Easter. So we're gonna call this, I don't usually name my wigs. I haven't done that before, like you would name a car or a bike or your children. But we're just gonna call this Easter morning. Today commemorates the day so many years ago, roughly 2000 of maybe less than that, that Jesus's body rose out of his grave and straight to heaven or something like that. All I retained from church was that we drink lots of wine. Cheers, Jesus. Speaking of Jesus, gay marriage has been on everyone's minds this week because the Supreme Court began hearing arguments for repealing Prop 8 and DOMA, the Defense of Marriage Act. In case you've been living under a homophobic rock, that's what's been going on. They have until the end of June to decide, and so far they are quite split, I believe. It's been really amusing to hear all the like outrageous things that have come out of the courts, the weird, awkward questions. One of the most ridiculous arguments against it is that it would somehow disseminate, it would somehow tarnish the sacred institution that is family and marriage between a man and a woman. And so the Onion put out this hilarious list of arguments for and against gay marriage, and among the arguments against, it would successfully prevent the erosion of the immaculate, utterly flawless American family. Come on! So Jon Stewart had a really hilarious rant about that, which we will show.
If the new standard for recognizing marriage is whether or not the couple would make good parents, you, Antonin Scalia, should get cable.
But then, of course, what everyone has really been thinking about this past week is the equality meme on your Facebook profile. 2.7 million people changed their Facebook photo to the equality meme, the equals sign, this past week. And that's what it's really all about. You know, you don't have to donate money, you don't have to march, you don't have to go and present in court, or do what? You don't even have to know anyone who's gay. So we've seen some fun remixes, as they call them. Bacon, get it? It's clever. You know, hot dogs, Bert and Ernie. I tried to do it with my cats, tried to line them up, and they were not cooperative. But what I can do is a little Photoshop magic, so I made my own dildoma. I was actually shocked when I searched, DOMA, gay rights, equal sign, penis, or dildo, that I really didn't find a lot that was relevant to that. I found a lot of other things that were relevant to other things. Surely someday we're gonna look back on this and think how foolish everyone that was against this, how foolish they were. And eventually this will be completely normal and accepted. Meanwhile, we've got, a fun internet meme. And as we've seen with Tibet, it always works, right? You know, you put the Free Tibet sticker on your car and look at them now. I don't think we freed them. And now it's time for muff mail. Where's my muff? Thank you. See, it's a muff. Cats love muffs. Muff mail, it's time for muff mail. It's a hand warmer, that's all. Mom, it's a hand warmer. It's got mail in it too. Ching! From reader, viewer, lover, William. Dear LaMuff, my left female neighbor plays music too loud 8 a.m. daily. My right female neighbor's dog shits on my front lawn daily. Both do not speak English, over 30, and each look like fairly decent folk. What is the best first steps a guy can take to put a handling on such situations? I appreciate that you provided so much demographic information because that, I think, is key in answering a question like this. Does it matter that they're females? Does it matter that they don't speak English or that they're over 30, that they seem decent? It could be. Although what I've learned in life is that assholes come in all shapes and sizes, all demographics, all forms, and sometimes they're on both sides of you. Would you get this out of here? It's real rabbit. I don't mean to brag. The cat, it just drives them wild. So I would say, go try to talk to them. Try to talk to them. See if they understand you. Maybe they don't speak it well, but maybe they get it, right? Definitely approach them as it's happening or right after it happens. Just like a cat, you've got to, run and yell at them right after they poop on your couch so they understand that you're yelling about the poop and not about something else random. Although you actually shouldn't run and yell at your cats, but we'll talk about that in another episode. But don't go in angry. That's key, because you're not going to win if you're gesturing really big or condescending or, acting like a crazy jerk. Even though they're the jerk. That's okay. You gotta kumbaya with them. Or call the cops. Just call the cops. Why not? Just cut to the chase. That's a last resort. Or another last resort would be retaliation, because that is a slippery motherfucking slope. But you could pick up the poop, put it in their mailbox, with a nice ribbon on it. They would get the message, although they could retaliate back against you. They could re-retaliate, and then you have all-out war with your neighbors, and nobody wants that, and you will not win. You will not win. Or you could just try this. Well, that does it for our Easter show. I hope you all had a candy-filled weekend, and please enjoy some evil Easter bunnies.